How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're going over the comics that we're going to be picking up for new comic book day this week. There's a heads up, it might be a little late on new comic book day this week. Instead of picking them up Wednesday and throwing them up Thursday, I might pick them up Friday and pick them up, throw it up Saturday. I'll see if I can get them early this week on normal time. I will. If not, I might have to wait a little bit. But let's not get into that. We're going to go over the comics that we're picking up. These are all the 8 covers, and these are all the comics that we're picking up. Not everything that's coming out. There's a lot more coming out. This is just what we're going to get. So let's take a look into them. And like I said, we're going to go over the 8 covers. If you want to see the variant covers, you got to stay tuned for new comic book day. Other than that, let's dive right in. First one we're looking into is the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 20. It says the Night of the Goblin Slayers. Norman Osborn may be purged of the sins, but that doesn't mean they can't still come back to haunt him. Hobgoblin wants Norman out of the Spider-Man game and his life for good, and he's got the hyper-lethal take of an entire goblin slaying army at his disposal. What does Norman have? A Spider-Man or woman or two who trust him as far as they can throw him. So this is going to be going back to the Norman Osborn, where he's dealing with the whole goblins coming after him because they're going after all the goblins. They went after a couple of them last issue with the Norman Osborn story that's going on. So now we're going to see him getting attacked by the goblin slayers, it says, and everything like that. Yeah, so it's been really fun. Again, Norman Osborn has been pretending to be Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Man's gone, Peter Parker's gone, all that mess. He's doing it even though he feels like what he's doing is not the right way to do it. He's still trying to do it to protect the city and everything like that. It's an amazing story, so I'm excited to pick this one up. Next, we got Batman Superman World's Finest issue number 47. It says Fusion versus Merger, the combined might of combined sorry, I can't even speak. The combined might of Batman and Superman faces off against the combined might of the Joker and Lex Luthor in the knockdown drag out brawl of the conclusion to the merger. Someone is about to get their not too distant past kicked. So it seems like this is the last issue of this story arc, mini story arc that was going on, where, you know, Lex Luthor and the Joker merged together. Now you got Batman and Superman merging together, so it's gonna see exactly who wins and where they go from there. Obviously, we're gonna assume Batman and Superman wins. Lex Luthor and Joker will probably get separated and then probably thrown into jail. We don't know. But it's actually a fun little story arc that was going on between the Batman and Superman World's Finest issues. So we're definitely gonna pick this one up. Next, we got Black Panther Intergalactic issue number 2. This is the second issue of the brand new series that started last month. It says the Black Panther is trapped off-world face to face with an enemy he's never encountered before, and a technological threat that has even Wakandian science may not be able to overcome. But he's not the only Wakandian in the trouble. In trouble. What? But he's not only Wakandian in trouble. Shuri has been mysteriously abducted as well and must survive while trying to track T'Challa down. To what lengths must they go to discover who sits at the controls of the deadly new threat? Honestly, kind of seems like he's dealing with like a Dr. Octopus kind of thing. A Doc Ock and everything like that. You know, Shuri's trying to still figure out everything on Earth while Black Panther is out and about in space, trying to get everything figured out and situated after the whole Imperial situation that was going on, after being blamed and everything like that. It's a fun series. The first issue was really good, so I'm actually really excited for the second issue. It should be really good, and I can't wait to enjoy it. Next, we got Captain America issue number 6. It says Cap returns to present day for an all-new era. Doom's fall and a violent incursion by Thunderbolt Ross has brought Latveria to the brink of civil war. Captain America is deployed to protect civilians and investigate rumors of a weapons stockpile, but when Nick Fury Jr.'s unpredictable new version of S.H.I.E.L.D. joins the mission, it becomes clear that everyone wants a piece of Latveria, no matter the cost. With warring factions tearing the country apart and a squad of unconventional S.H.I.E.L.D. agents pursuing unknown agendas, can Captain America hope to bring a peace to Latveria? And this is even his own handlers want. And is that even what his own handlers want? So I'm assuming this is, it sounds like continuing from the whole One World Under Doom event. You know, Doom is gone, so now they're gonna try to go from after that story, because even before it was a story from back then and everything like that. So it should be fun. It's a brand new series. It's called Doom Shadow Part 1. That's the story arc for this one. The first 5 issues was amazing, so I don't have any doubts that issue number 6 is going to be as amazing as the other ones. Next, we got Catwoman issue number 83. It says, who let the owls out? Surprise, the Falcone family isn't the only Gotham City contingent Catwoman is up against. The Court of Owls have revealed themselves and they're out for blood. Will Selina Kyle emerge victorious, or will she make her return to Gotham with her tail between her legs? So it's kind of continuing from the last story issue, I believe that's what it sounds like. But now you're getting the Court of Owls. I don't know too much about them, but I do have the comic books. I do want to read the Court of Owls. I think it's really fun to read. We're getting a hint of them in this. Is going to be pretty dope. I love the cover where you got her and then, of course, the mask. She's hiding behind the mask, which is pretty cool. I'm super excited for it. Catwoman's been killing it. So continuing the story arc about the whole jewel and everything like that should be fun, and we're going to pick it up. Daredevil Punisher, The Devil's Trigger, issue number 3. First of all, before we get into it, that cover looks amazing. The artwork, who's ever drawn it, I can tell you right here, the artist was this Gabriel Guzman. But does it show cover? Yeah, cover artist from Scan Skirwasman. You can't see it right there. There you are. That looks awesome. Just had to throw that out there. Looks amazing. Spurred by the power vacuum left by the absent Nusi crime family, a unprecedented crime wave has flooded the streets of New York. Left to face the rising violence and vitriol, Daredevil and the Punisher will have to put aside their differences to keep the criminals of New York from consuming it all together. So, of course, everybody knows Daredevil and Punisher. They're, biggest nemesis for each other. But it seems like they're going to have to work together to try to stop the major crime that's going on. Punisher and the Daredevil have the same mission, which is punishing the crime, stopping crime. But the way the Punisher does it is he kills criminals while the Daredevil doesn't. So, that's the whole thing that's going on. That's why it says the Devil's Trigger. Punisher keeps getting away with it. Daredevil's pretty fed up with it. But with this one, it seems like they're going to have to work together. Hopefully they do it the right way. I'm pretty sure the Punisher is going to try to do it his way, and that's what the whole problem is going to be. Well, I'm very excited for it. Again, that artwork looks amazing. Super excited to get it. We're getting a one-shot called DCKO Green Lantern Galactic Slam, issue number 1. It is a tie-in for the DCKO tournament that's going on. It says Kyle Rayner brings the cosmic reinforcements. As the KO tournament rages on Earth, the cosmos holds its collective breath as the heroes of our planet fight for the survival of the very universe. But the cavalry is on the horizon. Kyle Rayner is a bid to provide cover for his fellow Green Lanterns, has found himself tumbled across the galaxy and into the ring of a wrestling federation. Oh no, oh dear heavens no. Is Omega Bam Man about to enter the DCKO fray? Oh my god, an entire cavalcade of brawlers is right behind him. Are they tables? Somebody get the tables. Are there tables? Somebody get the tables. So it seems like it's just like a fighting one. Where he's gonna have to like wrestle, it sounds like. I don't know, but it's part of the story, and DCKO has not been disappointing so far. Again, it's just a one shot. We're getting Kyle Rayner. They had leaked that he's gonna be main Green Lantern after or during starting of Green Lanterns issue 600. So it's pretty cool. So I think we're gonna get a taste of that, and it's probably gonna get into how he becomes the main leader and everything like that. Super excited for it. Again, it's a one shot for the DCKO event. So if you're reading that event, you definitely gotta pick this one up. Fantastic Four issue number 7. It says with a message hidden in the structure of reality itself decoded, the Fantastic Four discovered that Sue Storm has just become the most wanted woman in the universe, and that makes her and planet Earth a target for invasion. Seeking to save both their planet and themselves, the Fantastic Four build a fantastic new spacecraft to voyage into the unknown, but this necessarily means that their world and their families are left undefended. Making matters worse, the Fantastic Four aren't the only one who's found this message. There are forces here on Earth looking to take advantage. So it's a brand new series, and it seems like she's the most wanted girl. This is part 2 of the Invisible Woman. So we started this actually the last issue, which was really good. Now she's wanted, like they said. They're gonna put a price on her head. It's a crazy story. Fantastic Four has been really fun to read lately, especially after the whole One World Under Doom. They're kind of just continuing life and stuff like that. Super great. Definitely gonna pick this one up. Next, we get a brand new series called Inglorious X-Force issue number 1. This is a brand new mini series going on part of the X-Men world, with the whole story of Shadows of Tomorrow event that's going on. This is gonna be after the Age of Revelations and everything like that. It's a brand new mini series. It says, Inglorious Vengeance. Cable returns from the future with a handful of clues and gaping holes in his memory. An assassination is at hand, and it's up to Wolverine, Archangel, and his former teammate Boom Boom to follow Cable's lead into the fire. But who are they after, and what secret does Cable's faulty memory hide? Again, it's a brand new series coming out of the whole Age of Revelations. I didn't read the Age of Revelations, so I'm hoping I understand it. With a brand new series like this, I don't think you're not gonna be too confused. They might mention it here and there. But if you read the Age of Revelations, then you would definitely understand this a little more. Super excited for it though. I'm excited to get back into a lot of the X-Men comics. I took a break from the Age of Revelations. Didn't look very interesting to me, but now it kind of seems like I might have screwed myself from not reading them. Either way, I'm super excited for this, and we're definitely picking this up. Next, we got Nightwing issue 134. I'm super hyped for this because it's continuing the Circus one. Circle du Sin. This is part 5 called The Game. It says Children of the Circus on the cover there. Nightwing caught in a deadly game in the heart of the Circus du Sin. A carnival game is played for the souls of Bloodhaven's children. But whether Nightwing wins or loses, the outcome of this game will have repercussions of his city forever. Sorry, I'm horrible reading with my braces. Side note real quick, with my braces, has been really hard for me to read, and it comes off really weird. Like I might be like whistling through my braces. Just sorry for that in ahead of time. But yeah, Nightwing's this whole story arc has been absolutely amazing. Last issue, he just got to the circus, and now he's gonna be dealing with it and trying to save all his children that was stolen from the circus. You know, crazy story. Nightwing's one of my favorite DC characters going on. At least his issues in his current run has been amazing. So I'm super excited to pick this one up and continue this amazing story of Circus Deucin. Next, we're finally getting Planet She-Hulk issue number 3. I feel like it's been forever since we had this issue. I could be wrong. It's just like last month or something, but it's an amazing series. I'm super excited for it. It says deadliest there is. A merchant's trusted assistant is dead, and Jean has been framed for his murder. Can Sakaro's justice system prevail, or is Jen staring at a long-term sentence? So she's blamed for this whole thing. She's trying to solve out who killed, the king's newly bride, so the queen, and she's still stuck on Sakaar. She's trying to get away, but she has to deal with this right now. Amazing story. It's from Stephanie Phillips. She's been doing a great job with a lot of her stories. She's actually the one that's going to be writing Daredevil. That's coming out in April. Super excited for that. But she's been killing her stories, and she's killing this issue. So Planet She-Hulk is definitely one of my favorite Marvel comics that I'm currently reading. And so I'm super excited for issue number 3. If you started it, you should definitely get issue 3. Obviously, you know how great it is. But if you haven't started, try to pick up some early issues if your LCS has them or not. Pick them up. I definitely recommend reading it. Next, we got another brand new series. Super hyped for this one as well. This is Psylocke Ninja issue number 1. This doesn't look like it's part of the whole X-Men Shadows of Tomorrow event that's going on. I guess this is just her own comic series, If that's the case, cool. If it's part of it, that's awesome. But I'm super excited for it. Psylocke is a badass character, so I'm super excited for it, like I said. It says, flashback to a time when Psylocke was reborn in the ultimate killing machine. What sacrifice did Betsy make to save the X-Men? Why did the Hand choose Psylocke to be their weapon? And what does it have to do with their former assassin, Elektra? And then it shows, okay, there's people and artists, yada, answer these questions in a long story for the X-Men's past. So this is just kind of just a back, blast through the past kind of story about Psylocke and how she became after Betsy and everything like that. Super cool. I think she's a badass character, so I'm super excited for this. I definitely recommend picking it up if you're a Psylocke or X-Men fan and you know who she is. Super dope. We just keep getting brand new series over and over, and I'm super excited for this. This is a brand new series called Rogue, issue number 1, part of the Shadows of Tomorrow. So it is going on with the current issues and everything like that. It says you can outrun the past. Rogue has the idyllic life with her sweet Remy LeBeau, but there are still skeletons in her closet. One that comes out when she least expects it. Rogue has worked so hard to leave her villainous past behind. Unfortunately, the past doesn't stay in the past. What happens when it slams you right in the face? What past sin would make Rogue leave Haven House? Do Mystique and Destiny hold the answer? So she's going on her own little thing, even though she's part of the Uncanny X-Men, which is really cool. She's kind of going into her own side missions. She has got to deal with some stuff. It seems like it's going through her past, it's catching up with her and everything like that. Super dope. I also love the A cover. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm definitely getting the A cover because it is done by one of my favorite artists, David Nakayama. He's been killing his artwork, and he's doing the main A covers for this new series. Super cool. I'm super excited for it. And again, Rogue is a badass character, part of the X-Men and everything, like I said before, so super hyped for it. Next, we got Spider-Man 94, issue number 5. This is the last issue of this current comic. I don't know if they're going to continuing making more, or if this is just a very small miniseries, something to hype up the animation show, because they are bringing it back on Disney Plus very soon. I don't know if they have a release date or not, but it's been really good. It says, till the ends of the earth. It's the final battle between Spider-Man and Morlun, and you won't believe how it ends. Kraven, Kane, Mary Jane, it all comes crashing down. Plus, one of the most heartfelt endings you'll see all year, sorry. So it seems like they are ending the series. It's been a fun little series, again, trying to set up for the animation series based off of the show back in 94. That's why it's called Spider-Man 94. Amazing series. I love Spider-Man, so anything Spider-Man I enjoy very much. This one was really cool. You get to know just currently Morlun character, which is cool. You got Kraven helping out Spider-Man at the end. I'm excited for it. Sad to see it end because it was actually really enjoyable to read. But I'm excited to see how it ends and where it goes from here. Next, we got Superman Unlimited, issue number 9. It says, murder in the mayor's mansion. Mayor Perry White has seen some major threats impact Metropolis over the years, but even the bulldog of the city hall is unprepared for a murderous rampage by the all-new prankster. Superman now in a race against time to save his friend from a truly sick and twisted death. Do not miss this one. This is the story that will redefine the prankster as one of Superman's top-tier rogues. Don't say we didn't warn you. Plus, Daily Planet reporter John Kent learns a life-changing secret. The Kryptonite Kingdom receives a strange visitor, and Steelworks sees some crazy blank on the horizon and Die Laughing Part 1. Brand new series, which is pretty cool. You're getting, it sounds like 3 POV situation that's going on in this story, in this brand new story arc for Superman Unlimited. Super hyped for it. The series has been really fun. It's not part, it says it's part of the All In, but it's not part of the DCKO event that's going on. It's its own side thing in the same universe and everything like that. So super excited for it. Next, we got Titans issue 31. This is a tie-in for the DCKO, which is cool. On the line, it says, or on the cover, it says Earth's last line of defense. The Earth reborn. Something has gone wrong in the Omega tournament, and the planet's transformation into New Apocalypse has accelerated. Darkseid forces arrive on Earth to witness his rebirth. So it's up to Donna Troy and Roy Harper to hold them back. But can they survive against Grail and the daughter of Darkseid? So these two are still on Earth and they're still trying to evacuate, but it seems like it moved a lot faster. Now it seems like Darkseid's gonna get there a lot quicker. Crazy story. Really enjoyable. And then of course you got, they're part of the Titans, which is awesome, but they're not the main Titans, which is cool. You're kind of seeing the side Titans. Like I said, Donna Troy is supposed to be the new leader, and Roy Harper, who came back from what he was doing and started being part of the Titans, everything like that. Super cool. And it's part of the DCKO event that's going on, so super excited for it. It is sad to see it end, but we got the Ultimate Black Panther issue number 24. It says the epic finale, T'Challa versus the Progenitors, is the final showdown for control of not only Vibranium and Wakanda, but the whole world. What role will the mysterious Child of Light playing in all this? Don't miss the thrilling finale that brings this epic series to a close. Again, it's been an amazing series. I'm super excited to see it end, but they did a great job, and I know they're going to end it very well and everything like that, and see who this baby is, the Child of Light and everything like that. That's supposed to be Storm's and T'Challa's kid, it seems like. That's, in the story, that's not what it seems like. That's what it is. Crazy thing that's going on. Super sad to see it end, but I want to see how it ends. And I know they're going to do it right, so I'm excited for it as well. Next, we got Wonder Woman issue number 29. This is a brand new story arc. It says the Amazons met the daughter of Wonder Woman. The Amazons meet the daughter of Wonder Woman. After barely surviving the trails of Mouse Man, Wonder Woman takes a much-deserved night off thanks to her sisters. But are the Amazons ready for their greatest challenge yet? Because in the DC universe, babysitting always leads to adventure. Pretty cool. They're gonna meet the child, why she did everything, why everything's changed and everything like that. It's a brand new story arc called The Village. Sounds pretty cool. I'm super hyped for it. Wonder Woman's been killing it. Can't say anything wrong about it. We're gonna pick it up. Next, we got one more single issue. This is X-Men 24. This is the part of the epilogue of the Age of Revelation, which is going into Shadows of Tomorrow. It says, bring on the bad guys. In the wake of the Age of Revelation, the Gene terrorist group 3K has been revitalized, but with their internal schemes undo them. I'm super excited for it. This is going to end the whole Age of Revelation, I believe. The last issue was insane, where you got Scott's brain from the Age of Revelation from the future, 10 years in future, went back to the past to go over to this current Cyclops for Scott, and trying to stop by killing the Age of Revelations, which is Doug. Super crazy. So I'm excited to see what happens next in this one. I'm super excited to have the X-Men back, and I'm pretty hyped for it. And last but not least, we're picking up a DC Compact edition book as well. This is Batman Gotham by Gaslight. It's supposed to be a great story. Haven't heard much about it, but it is part of the DC Compact comics, which I've been collecting, and it's a Batman. Batman's have been doing really good. It's not really that I read bad Batman stories, So super excited for it to add that to the collection. Just want to show that off just in case you're interested as well. But those are all the comics that we're picking up for New Comic Book Day. Again, it's a lot of brand new series, which is awesome. I can't wait for it. And then you get a DC Compact as well. Super dope. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are picking up for New Comic Book Day, what you guys are excited for, and everything like that. Like the video if you enjoyed this kind of content. It means a lot to me, guys. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're not subscribed. We're trying to hit 300. We got all year to do that, so please help me out by subscribing if you're not already, and sharing the video as well to any comic heads who are interested in this kind of content. It means a lot to me, guys. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy. I'll catch you guys in the next one.